Assalamu alaikum guys, how are you all doing? I am Sami and welcome back to another video. So, you might wonder what is ziyarah. Ziyarah is an Arabic word meaning visit and designates pilgrimage Muslims undertook to holy places such as shrines of saints, descendants of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, prominent scholars and prophets. As we reach our first location, on the top of the mountain we see the place is called Gar Esur. This is the place where Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu took refuge from the Quraysh during the migration to Medina from Makkah. This is where Allah had a spider weave a web at the entrance of the cave. Now we are here at Wadi Urana, and that is the Masjid Namira. This is where Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stayed before delivering his last sermon in Arafah on his farewell Hajj, after which he led the Salah, and more than 100,000 Sahaba accompanied him on this Hajj. It is one of the most important landmarks during the Hajj, as it is where the khutbahs are delivered to pilgrims during the day of Arafah, during the Zuhr and Asr prayers. This is the next location, Jabal Rahad, which is near to Masjid Namira. This is the mountain where Adam and Hawa reunited on earth after falling from heaven. On the way out to Muzdalifah, we see a lot of frames for tents. This is the place where Hajis stay during their Hajj, which is called Arafat's Maidan. The pilgrims come over here before Zuhr, where they spend the afternoon on the 9th day of Zulhajj, and must leave before Maghrib for Muzdalifah. We are now heading towards Muzdalifah from Arafah, and on our way we see this wall. Actually this isn't a wall, but a long canal on the side of the mountains, which was built by a kind-hearted queen, Zubaydah, wife of Caliph Harun al-Rashid. She built this canal to solve the water problem for the pilgrims and the people of Makkah. She did not keep any expenditure documents or receipts, as she did not want the fame. She used to say that she wanted to take reward of this noble deed from Almighty Allah on the Day of Judgment. This location is known as Muzdalifah. And the masjid you see, on that exact location, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam slept overnight on his Hajj. Afterwards, they constructed this masjid here on that very spot, which is now known as Masjid Mashar Haram. The pilgrims arrive here by bus or on foot, spend the entire night, pray Fajr, and then proceed to Mina to make sacrifices the next day. This is the place where Abraha, the king of Himyarite kingdom in Yemen, marched upon the Kaaba in Mecca with a large army, which included war elephants intending to demolish it. However, the lead elephant stopped at the boundary around Mecca and refused to enter. It has been mentioned in Quran in Surah Fil that the army was destroyed by Ababil birds that carried pebbles that destroyed the entire army, and Abraha perished. So we are now near Mina. That's the mountain where Ibrahim alayhi salam brought his son Ismail to sacrifice on the command of Allah. As mentioned in Quran Surah As-Safat ayat 107, Allah intervened saying, "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the vision and now you will be rewarded." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a ram to Ibrahim alayhi salam to be sacrificed instead of Ismail. Prophet Ibrahim's sacrifice is something that Muslims remember every Eid al-Adha during the holy month of Zilhaz, when Muslims from all over the world offer an animal, usually goat, sheep, cow or camel, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The tents you see now is where the pilgrims stay in Mina for 5 days during Hajj. And on the right is Masjid Al Gin, which is located at the foot of a mountain in the south of Mina, close to the smallest Jamarat. It was at this spot that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and numerous other prophets before him performed Salah. It is also known as the Masjid of the Prophets. 5 to 10 minutes walk ahead is the Jamarat Bridge. The Jamarat are 3 stone walls, formerly pillars, which are pelted as a compulsory ritual of Hajj in emulation of the actions of the Prophet Ibrahim. They represent the 3 locations where Ibrahim pelted the shaitan with stones when he tried to dissuade him from sacrificing his son Ismail. The pillars are called Jamarat Al-Ula, Jamarat Al-Usta and Jamarat Al-Kubra. Our next location is Jabal Al-Hira. This is a mountain which lies about 2 miles from the Kaaba. Near the top is a small cave known as the Cave of Hira. Here, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ received the first revelations of the Holy Quran during the month of Ramadan. The mountain is also known as Jabal Al-Nur, the Mountain of Light, and Jabal Al Islam, the Mountain of Islam. On our way back, this is Majid Al Gin. It is built in the place where the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ recited the Quran to a group of jinn, and this is called Jannatul Mualla, the principal historical graveyard in Makkah, which is located in a valley east of the Masjid Al Haram. Several members of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's family and many Sahaba are buried over here. Taif. We are now heading towards Taif, which is located at an elevation of 6,165 feet in the slopes of the Hijaz mountains. Okay, we have reached our first location in Taif. This is the Masjid Abdul ibn Abbas. Abbas radiallahu anhu was the paternal cousin of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and is respected by Muslims for his knowledge. He was an expert in tafsir and an authority on the Islamic Sunnah, the practice of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Abbas radiallahu anhu made this masjid for the people of Taif to pray. We are currently in a historical orchard. On the way of entering the orchard, you can buy berries, dates, and thin fruit. And yes, this thin fruit is also mentioned in Quran in Surah At-Tin. This is where Muhammad ﷺ was hurt in this area and made an attempt to hide behind a wall in the Meccan Quraysh brothers' orchard, Utbah and Shaiba. The brothers seen everything from a distance and instructed their slave Addas to offer Muhammad ﷺ grapes. This masjid is called Masjid Addas, named after the man who helped our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Near the orchard is Alku Masjid. This is the stone in this masjid where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stood or leaned by it after entering Taif. Hence, it is named the elbow or Al-Quwa. Pilgrims consider it among the holy places to visit in Taif. After finishing Ziyarah, we are now here in Masjid Ali. This is the Miqat place in Taif. Now we will again wear the ihram to perform Umrah. Okay guys, this is the end of today's video. In the next video, inshallah, I'll try to show you how the iftar is being distributed in Masjid Al Haram. So, if you enjoyed today's video, then be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell icon to stay updated. This is Sami signing off. Masalama.